All right, well, that's one way to do it. Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll be able to go ahead and catch up to whoever this is just in time. It might be a weakened cow elk. Maybe this one? I mean, she's lagging. She is kind of weakened. Okay, come on. Come on, Silver. This might be a little bit tough, especially because they kind of started running before we had a chance, and now you're sort of sprinting straight up the mountain. But I'm sure this is going to work out fine. We might give an experimental bite or two to some of the other elk to see. Oh boy, I really want to stay away from the antlers on that bull, though. All right, come on, come on, come on. You're not the strongest, my girl. Oh no, a bruised jaw. Okay, okay, let's back off for just a minute. I don't want to let these elk get away, but thankfully... Oh wait just a second. Come here, you. I wouldn't mind checking to see if some of these others are a little weaker even, but... Oh, it's an elk calf. Okay, this might actually be very risky because its mom is going to be fighting, but it might be easier than taking out that weakened female. But hello everyone, and welcome back to Wolf Quest and our adventures here with Silver of Song, who is... Oh boy, hopefully we'll be able to get this. Who is the last surviving member of the Starfall pack, and that might be a really precarious situation, especially if we already have a bruised jaw, and especially considering poor Silver has almost no guidance, none of the typical guidance that you might expect from being able to go ahead and have more and have the rest of her wolf pack possibly help her with being able to do these hunts. She has no guidance when it comes to being able to go ahead and figure out the best strategies at hunting, because unfortunately early on in her life she lost most of her pack due to the difficult winters that they faced, due to the hunters who would come in their various forms, often as men with guns and dogs, often as the coyotes would prey upon the young pups. From time to time... Oh, please tell me I didn't lose the calf that we were working on. There it is. Oh, thank goodness. All right, come on, Silver. Come on, we can do this. And yes, I will be stopping to take some pictures of her now and then because I have no idea how long we're gonna have Silver with us, since she is indeed an iron wolf, which at the time was a very exciting opportunity to go ahead and have the consequences of her life be pretty dramatic and pretty final. Because if we have anything go wrong with Silver, it might end up where that's just the end of things. Oh, careful, careful, careful. In fact, it will end up where that's the end of this pack. That's the end of this distant branch of the starry skies. And the descendant that they have left down on this lineage, because there is no reloading, there is no second chances, there are no ancestor blessings, that way we could say, and the brutality of having to fight for your life will simply be the raw reality that she faces. So hopefully in between those more intense moments we will be able to find moments where we won't have Steam completely reload on me at a critical juncture. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Sorry. Hopefully we'll be able to find moments of beauty as well in this cycle of life and death, even when it is so difficult from time to time, and especially when you don't want to run into a buffalo in the dark. I don't think the buffalo would appreciate that. And I think, honestly, if we didn't need the food... Oh boy, I really don't want that bull elk to come after us either. But I think if we didn't need the food, Silver would just be so deeply impressed with the way that these elk are trying to defend this youngster. Like, I'm a little concerned that this bull may have come to join the fray for defending the baby, in which case that's going to be very bad news for us. Oh, thank goodness he's not. Yeah, that bull didn't have nearly as many antlers as the one who was leading this herd. Come on, I'm so sorry, little one, but there we go. Oh, Yeah, if we didn't need the food, if we didn't need to prove that this place, this mountain that we're new to, happens to have the resources that we need, if we weren't needing to go ahead and prove to any potential mates by killing another elk somewhere around here, then I would have happily seen Silver probably have left that hunt, especially with a bruised jaw. And hopefully, can we go ahead and mark, there we go, where this carcass is. Hopefully we won't attract too many other predators towards us. But that was part of, I think, the Ponderosa herd. It'd be fascinating if you could kind of keep track of where the different herds are. I mean, I suppose we can, can't we? So maybe we'll go ahead and do that. And can we mark that like right around here? We'll see if that works. All right. But I think she'd be quite exhausted from all that, and mindful that there may be predators coming to possibly take her kill from her. We're going to go ahead and rest down on this side. There we go. And in fact, I wonder... Yeah, we can at least, even if no other wolves are here, I could see Silver being the type to kind of roll around and rest for just a minute. She doesn't howl just for the sake of it quite often. She doesn't really want to attract the attention of the other wolves, especially not with a fresh kill near her, and especially when she's still figuring out what Hell Roaring Mountain and this entire place might have to offer her. But it is a celebration. It is her first large kill since she has come to this new land. And even though she doesn't have the experience, and even though she doesn't have the skills per se, and even though we now possibly just lost our food to a mother bear and her cub, and like, I don't think, it'd be interesting to see if we could get these bison involved in this though. Because this could be quite fascinating if we end up having the bison and the wolves and the bears all kind of interact right here. This is a little bit more of a standoff than I'm used to seeing. So I wonder, because if we get the bears, see, Silver, she isn't a risk taker, but she is very curious. Is it just everybody versus the wolf, or... Oh, can we use... Oh my gosh. Did they just kill the baby bear? They did! And the crows just landed like nobody's business, and look, there's the mom! Oh my gosh. I've never seen that. Silver, this is why the ancestors of the Starry Skies are fascinated with your story, because there is still, even after hundreds of adventures in Wolf Quest, there is still, dang, a stunning opportunity to discover new things. Like, so the bear's out of here, but I didn't mean to get her cub killed. I just thought maybe they would drive off the grizzly cub, like that bison. You're not supposed to eat it, sir. Right. How about Super Boss Bison is now, or how about Boss Bison is what we're gonna have here, because right, so maybe we'll go survey where that elk herd may have gone. Holy wow. I mean, technically we could... I'm sorry, Mama Bear! I think that our curiosity had very big consequences, but to be fair, I feel like... Well, no, there's not really a fair at all involved in that. That was just a lot of learning not to mess with buffalo, basically. Do not mess with the buffalo. And I'm using buffalo and bison kind of interchangeably, but you guys, I hope will understand what I mean. Pronghorn are all we can smell right now. I kind of feel like we're a little nervous and glancing over our shoulder because now we're a bit nervous about the clomping steps of the buffalo following us, because, like, what the heck? But at least this is giving us a chance to stick our nose up in the air and smell quite a few of the mule deer and the pronghorn that happen to be around. Oops, did not mean to almost howl. I think we're just getting a little bit nervous. But let's see. So, to review... I almost feel like we should warn those wolves about, like, the bison, but oh, there's a lot of them around here. Okay, what direction is that? That's up around Geode Creek. I feel like there's quite a few dispersals scattered all over this place. And there was some pronghorn around here. So, if we were zigzagging back across the grounds, trying to remember where we had been hunting the elk herd, I think we kind of stumbled on them in this particular zone, didn't we? Oh, did we get hurt? Or, oh my gosh, I don't know. I think we're just, oh, that's what's going on. All right, well, how's our jaw? Let's go ahead and check. We do have a minor injury to our jaw that will require slower eating, and it means that we're less strong, but we'll carry on and maybe find a good spot to go ahead and rest. The mule deer and the lucky rabbits are safe from us for now because we're not particularly hungry, but this is serving the territory and trying to figure out where the landscape might be able to provide. Okay. Sudden intense change of the soundscape. Is it the murder bison again? I mean, there's a lucky rabbit. So, I think this, oh, there's the pronghorn, but I mean, unless they've been hanging out with the bison, I'm not particularly afraid of them. Wow, this plateau area is so exposed. The Oxbow Bench zone. I can see really far in so many different directions, but it seems like right now, at least, the wind is against us. And the pronghorn are behind us. There's a little group of them, but we won't waste our energy going ahead and trying to chase them. I feel like this place feels a little too exposed for Silver. She's used to denser pine forest regions, and that would be where she would feel the most comfortable. Also, the only things we really stumbled on around here so far are grizzly bears and pronghorn, neither of which are going to, well, other than the lucky rabbit's foot, but they happen to be underfoot in most places. Let's see. Yeah, let's start heading more towards any other kind of, well, not moose. Let's start searching for forest, just by a visual search, if nothing else. Over there. There we go. And once we get under the trees, we'll try taking a rest and then giving it a good sniff. The hardest part of all of this right now is probably going to be helping Silver to understand, and ourselves, the landscape. And we only have one den that we have stumbled upon so far. And to be honest, this place is way exposed for any of the birds of prey. I would be extremely nervous to raise any pups around here. Let's see. But that being said, I guess the knowledge, like the family knowledge passed down of where the different den sites could be, are going to be one of the most important things that the Starfall pack can face, trying to make the most out of living here. I think we just kind of zigzagged back where we were. Okay. Well, let's see. Do we want to head to the north? Yes. Let's go north. And just kind of follow this little divot and try to find ourselves somewhere safe to rest. I'm glad we're not too hungry just yet. And we'll see if we can find any den? Anything? There's a female moose. I mean, that could feed us for a long time if I can convince the bison. What was that? Moose? The buck pronghorn. Oh my gosh. Everything with sharp, pointy antlers and horns happens to be roaming about. Antlers and horns being different. Horns you keep forever. Antlers you can regrow. It's so empty. Yeah, this is more empty than we thought. I actually think that Silver would give a bit of a howl just to sort of protest up against the fact that the only thing she's seen so far today, what was that? Coyotes? Snowshoe hare and coyotes. So there are other wolves way down there. And while that is a big risk, where there's other wolves, there might be other food. And at the very least, there's a vague sense, even if you do have to be very careful, that possibly there's at least something you understand that's not terrifying murder bison at your back. Oh, what's this? More pronghorn. Wow, they're really going to be throwing us off until we start really learning the difference between them and the elk. And also, I missed the herd we had. Where'd everybody go?